Roger that. Visit your local showroom and customize your truck your way. Custom Truck for wherever life takes you next.
Every race is a test of performance. When the stakes are high, racers rely on proven products. If AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from AMSOIL.com.
Since 1963, the name Mickey Thompson has been synonymous with pushing boundaries and gaining traction where others dare not venture. Mickey Thompson Tires and Wheels.
You play hard. You want a truck that plays hard too. You want to have room for all the toys. You want protection for whatever you encounter on the way. We know how to build a hard-playing truck. Visit your local showroom and customize your truck your way. Custom Truck for wherever life takes you next.
If AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from AMSOIL.com.
Since 1963, the name Mickey Thompson has been synonymous with pushing boundaries and gaining traction where others dare not venture. Mickey Thompson Tires and Wheels.
You work hard. You need a canopy that works hard too. You need storage. We've got tons. You want strength? Rock solid. Security? Roger that. Visit your local showroom and customize your truck your way. Custom Truck for wherever life takes you next.
Every race is a test of performance. When the stakes are high, racers rely on proven products. If AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from AMSOIL.com.
Since 1963, the name Mickey Thompson has been synonymous with pushing boundaries and gaining traction where others dare not venture. Mickey Thompson Tires and Wheels.
You play hard. You want a truck that plays hard too. You want to have room for all the toys. You want protection for whatever you encounter on the way. We know how to build a hard-playing truck. Visit your local showroom and customize your truck your way. Custom Truck for wherever life takes you next.
If AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from AMSOIL.com.
Since 1963, the name Mickey Thompson has been synonymous with pushing boundaries and gaining traction where others dare not venture. Mickey Thompson Tires and Wheels.
You work hard. You need a canopy that works hard too. You need storage. We've got tons. You want strength? Rock solid. Security? Roger that. Visit your local showroom and customize your truck your way. Custom Truck for wherever life takes you next.
Every race is a test of performance. When the stakes are high, racers rely on proven products. If AMSOIL products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage.
That means our sponsors as well. AMSOIL, AL Compressed Gases. We got Warren. We got Custom Truck. Patriot Chassis, of course. Higher Ground Restoration. We got Raceline Wheels. We got Mickey Thompson Tires. We got Fully Loaded Trucking. We got Huber Trailer Sales. We got Elite Tire and Suspension. We also got the Sturgeon Station right down the road. I think I nailed most of them.
Got them all.
Okay, right on. Got to give a shout out to Fun Haver. Those guys stepping up, rolling with the Mafia, and a bunch of friends of ours involved with that. So thanks, guys. Had some Fun Haver awards that went out. We had the Canadian Fun Haver, we had the American Fun Haver, and then we had the Most Fun Haver. And that was pretty cool. I think everybody liked it. So thanks a lot for that. Got a lot of notes, a lot of stuff to go over. It's 3 days of competition, 3 dusty days here in North Idaho. We were able to give out over $7,000 in cash and prizes. Oh yeah, we got Elmer's Shave Ice. Those guys are wonderful. We also got Buckin' Beans, Truckin' Delicious, Screamin' Weenie. All these folks add to this event and make this what it is. So it's a big Mountain Mafia family, and thank you guys so much. Got to give a shout out to my buddy Justin Spragg, who mowed that ranch in the dust, and Boundary Tractor for supplying that mower. You guys are wonderful. Thank you very much. So yeah, more than, let's see, 7,000 plus in cash and prizes for this event. That's more than Top Truck Challenge and King of the Hammers combined. Incredible.
Impressive.
Another big shout out to my buddy David Duffin, Miller Welders. Thank you so much for the support. Can't do it without you, and we really appreciate everything you do for us. You're awesome. Accurate Northwest and Turner Plumbing, kind of newer sponsors for us, but good friends, and they helped us do that driver dinner. Thank you guys very much. Accurate Northwest is that's that body shop in Bonners Ferry. That's Northwest Auto Body Brothers. Eric and Corey from Sandpoint now have Accurate Northwest in Bonners Ferry, and check them out. Glad to have you guys on board. And then we have Turner Plumbing. They're great folks. They have the 9B Family Foundation's raffle with the boat up there and selling drinks and raffle tickets, and that was very cool. They had that beautiful trailer all set up for the drinks, that old truck bed. That was sick.
So sweet.
Yeah. So thanks for coming out and helping with that. And then Turner Plumbing is a new sponsor on board, and there's a vote in Bonner County, I guess. Best of Bonner County. Make sure you give them a vote. Let's support the guys that support us. And welcome aboard with the Mountain Mafia, folks. Driver dinner was excellent. Truckin' Delicious catered that. They had meatloaf. They had awesome potatoes. They had great desserts. Thanks for doing that. You guys, incredible. We really appreciate it. Love having you do that. It's just a little thank you for the drivers and for the crew, and a chance for us to get together and enjoy each other after a crazy weekend. And it's some of the more funner times and conversations sometimes after the event, and we honor those people that won. So I always love the driver dinner. It's great.
People are just tuning in.
Tuning in. All right. How many people we got?
Got 38.
38 folks. Cool. It was dusty. We know it. We did our best. We knew it was going to be dusty. The weather could have gone either way as usual at Havoc, and it went the dusty way. So I was stoked with everybody just handling it. Awesome. People were lined up against the rock course, lined up against the courses, just eating dust and rooting for their favorite drivers. It was great. Check the media that's going to be coming out. We did great last year with it. Cannot wait to see what we do this year. Let's give a shout out to those guys. We got 406 Drone Solutions. We got my man Keller showing up again, getting the great shots.
Keller Creations is here in the comments.
Keller Creations on there. Of course he is.
Check out his Keller RC.
Part of the Mountain Mafia, man. Gets the great shots. Love hanging with him too. Great dude. Who else do we got? We got Dorian up there. We got Alan Lundberg. Big Trucks Low Bucks. We got Autumn Swatman coming out and filming for us. And we got Gear Shift Garage. That's right. Trevin coming out, making it happen. We got Orville McLeod, and that's Ibex Off-Road Videos.
COG.
Oh yeah, and we got Lily and Janelle from 406 Drone Solutions. So Luke's the eye in the sky. He crashed a drone, unfortunately, and that just happens, but love having those guys up here filming. Part of that Mountain Mafia crew. And then, of course, Jordan Regan came all the way up, Coalition Crawler from Southern California. I know him from way before that, though. I know him from TTC, among many, many other events over the years. And love hanging with Jordan. He's the best flag dropper I know.
He's the flag king.
He's the
Bestowed
flag
it
king.
back to him.
And we had a great time with him, and he had a birthday one of those days up there. It was just really great to see our friend Jordan back hanging with the fam. So hope we can do it again really soon. Where we at? What we got? Okay, let's get right to it. Like to congratulate brand new Havoc champ Justin Taylor. Damn, dude, been fighting for this for 10 years now, I think, and had a great event all weekend long.
James Solomon from Maximo.
Oh yeah, James Solomon. Check out Maximo Outdoor Photography. Great pictures. Great friend of ours as well. Sorry I missed you on the call out, man, but best pictures ever.
Absolutely. We got Matthew Holt chiming in.
Matt, what's up?
Are you in Montana at the Big Sky?
I assume so, probably.
It's supposed to be.
Need a detour. Come over here one of these days, man. Hang with us. I think we'd have a really good time.
I wanted to go, but man, 6 days at the ranch was rough.
Bandwidth. Only so much bandwidth. Good luck to everybody going to race that. We got a bunch of friends over there. Have fun. Be safe.
Yeah, Gear Shift Garage is going to be there at the Big Sky. Coda Piscatelli is going to be there. Hollis Silva is going to be.
Yeah, Hollis is going to go up there, and Hollis is going to be racing with us, I think, eventually. But another buddy from the area, and he's building a mean machine. Had a couple setbacks, like that's what happens in racing, but he's making all the right changes, I hear. So, and Brooke just mentioned, yeah, let's give another shout out to my man Duffy Walker, Fully Loaded Trucking. He brought in so much of that gravel at the entrance. You notice how nice that entrance is now? Thank you very much, man. If you're going to be loaded, you may as well be fully loaded.
Yes, Nathan the Gate guy loves the new gravel.
That was my next shout out. Nathan the Gate guy, you are a trooper, man. Also part of the Mountain Mafia family. Does a wonderful job. Doesn't take any crap off anybody. And that's the first point of contact when you come to the ranch. So Nathan does a great job. He's there for a reason.
And I made that kid.
You made that kid. That's right. Not a kid anymore.
No, he's a man.
So yeah, it's Justin Taylor, first time champ, been trying for a decade. They come to almost every event, just good folks, well earned, and we're all very proud of Justin and his entire team. Andy Shep, great co-driver, Garrett Ness, best pit guy you could ever have, teammate you could ever have.
Justin Taylor's checking in. He's here.
And then Kristen, amazing lady right there.
April and the babies.
Of course, April and the little ones.
There's Elmer's shaved ice right there. Kim just popped
Is he on?
on.
She's on there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's up? How about CJ Nuts winning that Badass Award? Incredible. Front flip through the tire garden, sticks it, and launches the finish line. I don't even need to tell you, you already know. He is nuts.
Haft Racing sponsored that Badass Award.
Yes.
He got $1,000
That's right.
cash as well as some other stuff, gift certificates from Amsoil
Yep,
and
bunch
stuff.
of prizes. And yeah, shout out to Justin Half for putting some cash into that Badass Award. That's great, man. We love the support.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. All right, should we get to these events? Talk about what happened in these events?
Yeah, let's start out
Custom
with,
truck, Havoc Hills.
Custom truck, Havoc Hills. We switched it up a little bit this year. We made him come down some of the steep stuff. It got torn up last year. It was a little too gnarly for my liking last year, and did what we could, but still tried to keep it extremely hard. And it wasn't that hard for these guys. I was super impressed. What just smoked these guys last year was not very different, actually. Made them come down that steep one that we know gets chewed out every single time. So our idea is if we can't stop it from getting chewed out, let's just let it get destroyed and see what we can make out of it next time. So we ran everybody down it.
15 drivers made it in under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes for
Yeah.
15 drivers. Then we had some did not
Then we
finish.
had no, not on
No,
Havoc.
everybody finished.
Everybody
Okay.
finished on Havoc Hills. Then it kind of bumped up to 2 minutes, and but yeah, 15 drivers were under 2 minutes.
And you guys had fun on it. I see some drivers piping up. Hills were really fun. I was told they liked the changes. And keep that feedback coming. We want to please you guys. We want it to be a good course because I think if you're having fun and like the course, it's just going to make a better event for everything. So appreciate all of that feedback.
We got more drivers, Howard drivers checking in. Got Nolan Scope checking in, and Lisa Neeson checking in.
Cool.
Santa, loving the hills.
All right. Well, let's see. We killed a drone on that, right? 406 killed a drone. We got some fast times. Let's talk about these times.
The top 3 there.
Devin Villeneuve, first place, 112.58. Justin Taylor, 121.75. Jason Rader, 123.06.
Devin was cooking on that run. He was fast.
Flying. Hellboy is a force to be reckoned with.
Sounds really good.
Sounds good, runs good, he drove it well. First place on that course. Brother Joel did really well on that as well. He got assessed a penalty, a little bit of controversy there, and I'll tell you, we don't ever want anybody to get totally screwed. That was a tough one for everybody. We try to make the right calls, and it didn't work out for him, so that's unfortunate, but we can all learn from this as well. So
Those were the top 3 there for that.
Where did Haft finish on that?
Which Haft? There's 2.
Oh, that's right. Haft Hog.
Haft
Justin
Hog was, I think he was 6th at 130.97.
So that monster rig, the Haft Hog, pulled a 130. We're talking less than 20 seconds off of pace for first place. And let's be clear, first place in that was, what, almost 10 seconds difference.
Yeah.
Speaking
yes.
of highlights, when he finished the Havoc Hills, it was like he re-entered the atmosphere. Like he came down. He didn't do this.
He shook the earth.
It was wild how high he got.
Oh boy. Yeah. So then.
Lots of notes, lots of comments, just trying to keep up on all this. My man Richard Cloward on there. I see. What's up, man? Been too long. Get back with us.
Everybody says, Nolan says, water on the hills.
Water on the hills, you know. We get all these suggestions and we appreciate them, but it was so windy and so dusty, there's nothing that could happen. I would like water on the hills, though, if that water stays. And I think that's probably what Nolan's trying to say, because that would just make it a lot of fun and slippery and gnarlier. And it's been that way in the past, and it's great. So weather didn't pan out for us for those type of courses this year.
It'll be back around. I can't remember which Havoc it was, but we could see in the videos just the rain sheeting down. It was relentless all weekend. And then driver's dinner and awards, it was actually turned out to be really nice. But all weekend we were all soaked to the bone. I can't remember what year that was.
Been a couple of years it's done that on us, I believe, right?
It went remarkably smooth too. Everyone finished. I think it took 2 hours start to finish.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. That's another thing. These events went pretty smooth. Thanks to the course crew, thanks to everybody involved, they went smooth. That doesn't always happen at events. We know that. So,
Havoc Cross.
yeah, let's get right to the Havoc Cross course. This is a great one.
Nolan says 16 to 18 was super wet.
Yep, I believe so. All right, Havoc Cross course. This is one of our favorite events. Used to be a tire toe. That just was getting crazy, and you know, people hated it. And it's funny because they hated it. We got rid of it, and now I'm hearing, "Where's the tire toe? We want the tire toe." We'll see. What is the beauty about all this is we can adapt and evolve as we see fit, and you never know what it could be next. You know, there used to not be jumps involved in any of this.
Instead of drawing a number, tire toe.
Do the tire toe, that's how you pick. Oh. You
The
know, that'll work for
fastest tire
some
toe.
people and then not for others. I see a problem.
But they can kind of strategize and go, okay, I'm going to be in the back or I'm going to be in the front.
Oh, I wonder what they'll say about that. So. But Havoc Cross, what a rad course. Had a great crowd, a lot of new people. Had some folks from the Sturgeon Station and the tribe show up to check that out. Which was really cool.
Melissa
Thank
says
you for the
that
support.
nobody is saying that. They're all lies. Yes,
Yeah,
I
well,
agree.
I'm with her
I
on
thought
that
I was
one.
getting gaslit on that whole thing.
We got the scrolls here, and we're going to add some names to the scrolls tonight, which is awesome. The Havoc scrolls. And it's going to be Justin Taylor. It's going to be Mike Fascia. It's going to be Martin Nagy. So Mike took second overall. Martin Nagy took third, and then CJ Nuts Badass going to be added to the scrolls. We'll talk more about that at the end. We're on the Havoc Cross right now.
Casey says, Havoc Cross was too difficult. Need to make it easier so I can stay together. We already talked
So
about
special
that. You
treatment.
need to find a new buggy.
You want special treatment. That's what I'm hearing from this,
You broke on the
McCluskey.
flat.
He's totally joking because he never talks like that. He never wants it easier. He wants.
He knows where the skinny pedal is.
He's
Oh,
ready.
yeah.
He's ready for a buggy, and I can't wait to see that happen. I've seen him in a couple before, and the guy's a driver.
No, for sure. I'm just kidding too. It was just crazy time. It was actually great that it broke right there, really, instead of
Yeah,
somewhere.
could have been worse.
Is this Pinky YJ or is this Pinky J?
I don't know. Ask him.
Well,
Thanks for the props.
yeah,
Appreciate
thank you. I'm not sure if it's Pinky YJ or if it's
I think it's
Pinky.
Pink YJ.
Pink YJ.
It's Pink YJ,
Okay.
That makes the most
right?
sense.
Or Pinky J.
Okay, I don't know.
There's a V missing.
Yeah.
Havoc Cross course. First place, Justin Taylor. He's one of the fastest guys on this course. There's some competition coming up, though, because we have a couple other fast people in that Rampage class. But this is Havoc Cross. Devin Villeneuve, Hellboy, second. Joel Villeneuve, third. 3 laps, big jumps, great action. And we love that course, and so does everybody else. Well, not everybody. Getting a little bit of hate about jumps. I even got called a lowlife online and in a private message about those jumps. And I only care about camera time. But the truth is, we've been doing this for a long time. It's not about camera time. We love this sport. We love these people. We love the progression. And we like to go big. So my thoughts on it is, you don't like that course. Think it's dangerous. All this stuff is dangerous. Snowboarding is dangerous. That's where I come from. Nobody made me hit jumps that I didn't want to hit. I raced motocross all growing up. I did not try to clear doubles. I couldn't. And when I did, I got hurt. And I have gotten hurt and proven that. Okay? You want to go to the motocross tracks and you want to take all the doubles and triples out because the 80s can't clear it. That's no fun. There's no progression. So I try to listen to what everybody says, but now it's gone to name calling and this and that. And you're false on that. That's not true. So he says to me, well, motocross is different than rock bouncers. Well, let's talk about rock bouncers, because a lot of them get retired and come over and race Havoc. And what those guys do going up those rocks, are you going to tell those rock bouncer events that they're unsafe and they're low lives? Maybe. But I love that stuff. For the record, we love that stuff. We love the family-friendly vehicular violence, try to keep everybody safe. And those decisions are up to these drivers, whether or not to hit these jumps.
Yeah, it's been said, and just making a point, there was one driver that rolled all of the jumps in the Mountain
course,
Man,
right?
and finished second. So it's definitely driver's choice. There's no penalties, there's no deductions, there's no anything negative against rolling those jumps. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's faster. Some of the big guys that are in the air have too much hang time.
It's
Anyways,
definitely
it
faster
always
than walking and nuts.
it always comes down to the driver's choice. And if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to jump them. If you do, then jump away.
So that's 3 events in a row that it's proven that the rolling them really doesn't take away any competitiveness.
No,
So,
because you can make it up on other spots.
Ochoa won deep freeze,
Yeah.
won it.
But let's be clear: is it slower to roll them? Yes, it is. But they can make up those in different spots. There's other places to gain or lose time.
Overall, is it slower? Yes. Is it slower for Justin Taylor to roll them? Absolutely,
Yeah.
because he clears them.
Right.
When you don't have the skill, it's actually faster to roll them because you don't have the skill to jump them. Let's be logical here, folks. That's how it works. If you can't jump them, roll them, get through them, and move on. Just like any other obstacle, the hills or what have you. Take the bypass.
And now we've
Right?
added in that, the hill and hole as well as into the mud pit. So there's places that you can make up your time and
Absolutely.
get the speed as well. So, you can get it balanced out. But anyways, it's fun. Sometimes some people don't like it. That's okay. Not everybody has to like everything, I guess. So,
Well,
anyways,
we know we will not keep everybody happy. We try to keep the most happy, and we try to do what's right, and we're trying to grow the sport, like I always say.
Thank you, Ryan. On the new merch, we got these new fancy Patriot line here. Those are almost all sold out. All of the American flag hats were sold out. All the girls' tank tops were sold.
Oh, the merch went awesome. Brooke does the merch, did such a good job on all of that as usual. Thanks, James. Thanks, Logan. You guys know what's up. Keep on rolling, huh? Evan Griffith says, I roll him and win, and he's won several races now up there rolling those doubles. It's still on my mind, though, thinking about the doubles a little bit, though. We run some other events on motocross tracks, and their consequences also seems to work out pretty good. Love those courses, actually, down in southern Idaho, ITTC, and Winnemucca, Nevada, HDTT. Great courses on motocross tracks with some jumps. Love what those guys do. So we're going to keep doing what we do, and it'll adapt and evolve as we see fit.
Garrett says people that aren't into the jumps just drag the tire through the course. I mean, yeah, why not?
Can't argue with that.
That'd be fun. Cool.
All right, we're going to get right into the Warren and Factor 55 rock course. First place, Joel Villeneuve, no surprise. He terrorizes that rock course. Second place, brother Devin. Third place, Justin Taylor. So these top guys are just right next to each other. Great competition here. Justin Taylor says, first time hitting the jumps, I was scared. No one told me I had to hit them. I wanted to. Now I'm much better at them and are comfortable with them. If I was in Heartbreaker, I would roll them just because I know my rig. Words of wisdom from the current champion and arguably the fastest guy on that course, Justin Taylor.
So in
know your skill set.
in the rock course here, there was quite a time span between first and third.
There was. So what was the first?
So
First place was Joel. What was his time?
140.91, and then his brother was 144.75. Sorry, Devin. And then Justin Taylor was at 222.47, and then Mike Fasha was hot on his tail at 222.60.
Wow.
So-
0.13 second difference there. So
That was probably one of the tightest. There was another one I thought that was pretty close together, but on the Havoc Hills, Gray and Kyle Walton. Gray was 149.41 and Kyle Walton was 149.60. That was really tight. Oh, Hunter and Nolan were pretty close.
So this reminds me, let's give a shout out to our timers. Corey Laud, always there timing, does a wonderful job, and Mia Harmon does an excellent job as well. Thank you guys for doing that. It's always a job where you got to really pay attention, and you can't really visit, and it's not easy. You guys do a wonderful job. And I want to address one thing. There was a rumor that we missed Justin Half's time on the hill course, and it was being spread around and this and that, so I looked into it, and one timer did not go off on that, and that's why we run 2. So there was no problem with that time. We got that time 100%, and I just want to put that to bed. There was not an issue with timing. I mean, there was, but that's why we have a redundant setup. So.
And there's also a pretty big gap between the people in front of him and behind him, I believe. It wasn't like,
Yeah, but still, I mean, a totally botched time, that would really suck. It's happened at events. We all know that can happen, but it didn't happen. So.
It's my worst nightmare.
And then Logan reminded us he finished with 6 seconds to spare, and that was on the Mountain Man course, I think.
Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, you did awesome this last weekend. Really consistent driving, so good job.
Thank you, Melissa. Right on.
So on the rock course, Logan had just a few seconds to spare before that timer went off.
Oh, it was the rock course. Okay, he didn't finish the Mountain Man. Never mind. That was,
it was the rock course.
Another driver that was down to seconds, and that's what I was thinking of. So
it's always super cool, and it's super cool to see somebody somersault. We had, what was it, Kelly Wirtz, that was the first person to jump the tire pit in the beef rig ever, and we were all had our mouths hanging down. And now CJ has to step it up like he does.
Kelly should come back and backflip it this time.
Yeah, exactly.
One up CJ Nuts.
What's going to be next? Now we have CJ Nuts front flipping, somersaulting through the mud pit and finishing, or not mud pit, sorry, tire pit and finishing. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and Corey said on there, that's why we run 2, and she loves doing it. And we also have some of the drone clocks if we ever needed to, but we don't like to have to do that. So, yeah, we didn't have to.
I'd like to just say that the timers have to be there for every driver. The drivers are badasses, but they drive and they're done and they're away. To be there for the whole 2 hours subjected to that dust over and over and over again, hats off to the course crew and the timing crew and the media crew beating up their equipment.
Very dedicated people is what it takes to do this, and that's what they are. They're dedicated people. They do this for the love of it. It's how it works.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. Let's see, what do we got?
I've got my fun Haver merch on
That's
today.
Rock course. Oh yeah.
So
we have High Noon Gate. High Noon Gate. Apparently, somewhere in the rock course, I got caught red-handed.
busted.
Right there. They zoomed it in. They found it. You got me. I had a High Noon. But I wasn't operating heavy equipment. I was operating that microphone. So, and I own the joint, and I run this show. So, you caught me red-handed. We're going to assess a punishment probably later. But the main thing that concerns me is...
Actually, she runs the show. But
That's right. You're just the shit talker.
I'm more of a no-lie man myself. Okay? The official... Get rid of that thing. the official beer of Mountain Mafia and the after parties. No lies. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my man Delaney Paul. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. We need to enjoy a couple
That-
no lies together here soon.
That was the only penalty. It wasn't a no lie.
I got penalized for that. So, no, really, truth is, we try to run a really good show. I go out and announce. I try to have fun. I got to keep my vocal cords lubricated a little bit. I never get
You're not
inebriated.
You're not running.
You can
equipment.
breathalyze me if you want.
I mean, you literally aren't running the event. Brooke does all the timing, and the crew handle shit. You can have an
You
But
event.
at the
have
same
it.
time, a sip off of high noon, I'll be all right. Trust me, I'm a big boy.
I think it, yeah.
I will put his ass to bed if.
Saw that shit. Work it.
It's just water.
All right, what do we got next?
Which Havoc beers are tasty? Those Havoc beers that are filled with dirt.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. You're not joking about
Okay, moving on. We're not doing that anymore. Come on, let's go to the next thing. Mountain Man.
that. Okay, let's see. See what else I got on this rock course.
I think that if any of us had lung X-rays after this weekend, it would be Deer Tay.
Oh, we got a special guest.
Yeah.
Hey, let's pipe in a special guest. We haven't done this before. Let's bring him on.
Can you hear us, Gray? I might have to go get the mic.
Let's see if we
headphones
can do
on.
this. Oh, we got a special guest.
Can you hear us, Gray?
I don't see him on there yet.
It's gonna take a few seconds.
There
I
he
see
is.
him on here.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Greg. He's there. He's frozen.
Can you hear us, Greg? I don't see him on there yet. Yeah, he's on there now. There he is. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Greg. Tell him to get close to the so we can hear him.
Ask the audience to, can they hear us all?
Yeah, he's on there now. There he is. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hear me.
Now we can hear him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There we are.
Well, hey. How are you guys doing?
Oh, there he is.
They're dealing with the delay. So just pretend you can hear him.
Okay.
Now we can hear him. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There we are. Well, hey. How are you guys doing?
Oh, there he is.
This is delayed a lot. Here, let me try a different spot here.
Now I think you're caught up or whatever. Ask him a question.
Hey, what's up, Gray? We got to deal with this delay a little bit.
So ask him a question and then he'll, right?
Yeah, let me switch locations again and
He'll respond.
All right, Gray, check it out, man. I know that you had a couple things to say. I also know that we kind of expected this whole thing to go a little bit differently today. Hopefully you've been watching, checking it out. What do you got to say, man?
yeah. Well, I don't know how much of a delay there is or what's going on, but thank you to everyone that helped make this happen. There's way too many to list. And for those of you that don't know me, I drive the Triggered Buggy. My co-dog is Nick Rizzuto. And we we had a really good weekend, and thanks to Patriot Chassis and those guys, we didn't have any U-joint problems. Drove back on the trailer. We're lucky enough to get a fourth place finish. And I just want to say it's not really how I would like to get a fourth place finish. I want everybody to run their best race, and I don't want to see penalties, and I don't think any of us do. And I really, um, I just want to say, with the penalty with Joel and those guys, what I saw was Leah on course with no helmet, no helmet, comms, and no fire suit. And I feel like these guys have kind of been giving us a hard time about safety for the last year or so, and it just didn't really feel good. And the other thing that I want to talk about is sportsmanship, and that's really important in Havoc racing. We have a lot of young kids watching, and we have a lot of people watching this stuff. And I feel like it would have been more appropriate if the last champ was there to shake Justin Taylor's hand. I feel like he won fair and square. And I had some notes on this, but I'm on my phone and can't really pull them up. But overall, I think it was a really great race. I don't want to dwell too much on negative stuff. I think that, hopefully some lessons were learned, and hopefully no friends were lost. And, we should all just keep going. And, we're here for the long haul. I've been doing this with Ben and Brooke for going on 15 years now. I was there when, I was one of the original members of Mafia. I'm half owner in this business, and we all do the best we can. Have fun, and I have a whole lot else to say than that.
Oh, did we lose him?
You there?
Dang, he's out.
Maybe he'll come back.
He might pop back in. I guess what Gray's getting at, there's a lot of animosity and smack talk, and there he is again. Maybe he's back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Go ahead.
I guess what Gray's getting at, there's a lot of animosity and smack talk, and there he is again. Maybe he's back now.
Yeah.
It keeps freezing.
Keeps freezing on Gray. Well, I think he got to say what he wanted to. Disrespect flying all over the place on these penalties. That's not who we want to be. That is just not who we want to be at all. He's just popping in and out.
Yeah, it's just delay your
Okay.
Just
All right.
talk to the camera.
So, we want to be better. We want to have great integrity. We want some of the mean stuff people were saying is just incredible, and I think it's emotionally driven. It's in the heat of the moment a lot, but it sucks, and we said we don't want to do that. We want to get back to having fun. We don't want this to get too serious. We've seen it happen a few times this year, and it gets just straight disrespectful and rude. And if you want to talk smack, my boy here is a meme master, and you don't want to go there.
And I just wanted to say too, in no way, shape, or form was a penalty given out maliciously. I want to see everybody do good. That's why I do the scoring. That's why, I have to bring calls to, that I have to make and that I have to check with my partners with. But I want to see everybody do good. I don't care what's gone on in the past. I don't care who doesn't like who. This is racing, and it needs to be fair, and I believe that the penalty that was given out was fair. Was that a fun thing to have to do? No, it was not. And regardless of what anybody has to say, that hurts to have to do that. So you can be mad, that's cool. And I just hope that we can all move forward and continue on to the next race, because I'm sure there's going to be another situation like this in the future where somebody will be given a penalty.
Yeah, it sucks. It's part of racing. We need to accept it for what it is as racers, drivers, or promoters. You know, like I said, some mean stuff was said. Some people said that we cheated so Justin could win, and that's ridiculous. That was 100% earned by Justin, and anybody sitting at home thinking that, you're going, you're getting high on your own farts, okay? That's all I got to say about that. Well-earned win, Justin Taylor. Cheers to you, my man. That was awesome. And
Brianna, we haven't addressed the winch, the swinging winch yet, because we've been talking about other things.
oh, Brianna, trying to hold our feet to the fire. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, there was some talk. Justin had his hook come off on his winch, and he never winched all weekend, first of all. And it was dangling out about a foot, and I had to look at it and I had to make a call. It was not close enough to hit a shock or a tire or wrap up into anything, so we let it roll. And that's what's happening right there. What are you wondering, Don? Question mark.
So to expand on that, so it wasn't a safety issue, and it wasn't time advantage either. From like he didn't winch it all the way in because he never winched.
Never used his winch all weekend.
The clip failed during Mountain Man and was just dangling about a foot or something like that.
It was talked about, it was looked at, it was assessed, and it was decided. I think that's what Don's asking about there.
About
Some people don't agree. You know, that's okay. You don't have
Yeah,
to
we've
agree.
looked at a lot of the pictures that have been sent to us and stuff, and it was not hanging out 3 feet.
There's been plenty. Yeah, I've heard so much BS.
It says, here's Garrett. Justin never winched one time, and the safety latch broke. The winch was hanging about 6 to 12 inches. Jared, again, we're gonna say that this was not malicious. We've got to get past that. I understand that you guys are bummed out for Joel. I was bummed out to have to give a penalty as well. We can go around and around and around the bush here, but it was not malicious. What Gray had to say was not malicious. So we're not going to argue about this the same as the other day. I really appreciate all of you guys. So we are going to move on from that now because we have talked it to death.
Hannah says, I have the video of you guys saying over the radio to have Justin pull in the winch.
So
now,
I can address that as well.
please do.
Was that on during the Mountain Man? Because if you would like to send us the video to have him pull in, because Leah said that was me. I didn't even know Justin's winch the clip was broken on it. And Leah had said that was me over the radio saying that. And I didn't know the winch had come unclipped. I was down near the start line, so I didn't see that.
The only time she had somebody
Was during the rock course.
pull in a winch over the radio was on the rock course. So I don't know if you guys got that mixed up or what. Cooper called me on a loose winch in the Mountain Man 19. I was stopped. But that's after you used your winch, right? And, you know, that was 6 years ago. And I told you guys at the drivers' meeting, the Super Bowl's decided by the calls made. We truly try to make the best calls. It doesn't matter if it's the NBA, it's the Super Bowl, it's the Major League Baseball. It comes down to seconds and inches. If you guys think something was malicious, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It doesn't matter to us who wins. Whoever that is, we're happy for. No matter who it is, we're happy for them, believe me. We know that that's an earned win, and that's how we want it. So, you guys, man, if you don't know us by now after doing this 12 years, I mean, are you ever going to know us? I've had campfires and drinks with every one of you guys. We all have. You really think that we're going to do something shady to let our guy win? It's crazy. It's just not true. So don't be high on your own farts, you guys. Not true.
Also, I would like to make one other point about this very quickly, is between the time when we concluded the Mountain Man race to the time that I brought out the official results, not one person came to talk to me about this winch hanging out.
Good point.
If I missed it, which obviously because I wasn't up there, if our course crew missed it, I would have liked someone to come and talk to me. Like I said, I will look at this video again. It's outside video, so it's not gonna be something that I'm going to really, I use our official video to go off of stuff, just like the rock course. There were 3 rock course, what was the word, like people that had issues with what happened in the rock course,
Oh my
and I
gosh,
had to
yeah.
go back and watch the runs to make sure that it was legit. So,
You guys got to accept the calls for what it is.
Hannah, I am excited to hand out first place to everybody. I love handing out first place to people. That's just flat out not true. Okay, and that's just rude.
Here
So
comes
you
some
know
of
what?
that sportsmanship talk that Gray was referring to, I think.
I've been more than stoked to hand it out to your dad. I've been more than stoked to hand it out to Joel Villeneuve twice, to Leroy, to whoever else has won it. Justin Haft, Brett Harrell. That's not cool. Not cool at all. If you guys think we're cheaters, then that's fine. You can think we're cheaters. We're not cheaters, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Justin Taylor won this fair and square.
Yeah, do not. It's piss poor sportsmanship, and this is what Gray was referring to. So,
And the winch being out 12 inches or less is not a safety concern. It can't hit the wheels.
couldn't
It
hit
can't
anything.
hit anything. So
Garrett explained what happened on there. So,
And I think it really needs to be spelled out that a lot of the spirit of that rule is sure, number one, safety.
Absolutely.
But also a time advantage.
Yeah.
It really comes from winching, right? You've winched, now you need to make sure that your winch is back in. And if you don't get it all the way back in, that's a time advantage because you're moving forward with where you have to be sitting, winching your line back in. So it never winched, and it never came in contact with anything that would be dangerous. So it's a non-issue. It's a bummer that everyone's upset about it, but
yeah, it really is.
it was not a safety issue, and there was no time advantage, period.
Justin, don't even listen to him. You earned it fair and square. You know, like I said, you guys don't leave it up to the referees. We have a 100-acre ranch we have to ref, and we do the best we can. And wow, that sportsmanship that we talk about is starting to shine through, you guys. Thank you.
I'm just going back to some comments here about.
I don't think we should go tit for tat. I think we should just move forward and
No.
ignore the hate.
Some people are showing some true colors, and that's just fine. We already know. So
That's why I say just move on to. Is this anything we don't already know? It's not.
no. Well put, Justin. I'm with you on that, man.
Actually, Leah, you did say on here, you told me not to put words in your mouth. You said, I have track official with the radio, and it's clearly heard over the radio that you and all the other track officials said have him to suck the winch in. So I wasn't putting words into your mouth.
Yeah, and we were plenty aware of it. Believe me, we got 16 cameras on there, and we got people all over. So, Garrett, I'm with you, man. You guys always support everybody, and it sucks that sometimes it comes down to penalties. But don't you guys say, I'm talking about some of our friends from up north. Don't you say you just want to have fun and do cool shit with your friends, right? That's what you were saying. We just want to have fun, do cool shit with our friends. That's why we do it, you guys. That's what this is all about. And you guys didn't really do that this weekend. It was a salty mess, and it is what it is. But didn't stick around, support your fellow drivers. No grace for Justin. That's ridiculous, you guys. Very disappointing. And it's out in the open now, I guess, isn't it? So, you know, you guys are racing with Hoonigan, and then this time you were Hoonigan. No support or love for any of the winners or the rest of the drivers. You did it to yourself.
Yes, I think that definitely we should have a gym teacher come in and teach a 101 on sportsmanship because that'd be great.
Evan Griffith, my man, great helper, shows up early, leaves late, one of the last guys to leave the ranch and one of the first guys there. Evan, you're the man. Thanks for all the help. And like you said, trail class is where it's at. We do all types of racing. Havoc's only one class. And yeah, man, come get some in trail class. Come see if you can beat Evan. Sarah, thank you so much. You guys are the best. You and James and the rest of the family worked so hard to pull this event off with us, and I leaned on you real hard, and you guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. I know you love it, and we love you guys.
So can I not seem excited giving out a first place trophy to somebody that I'm excited for?
No, you can't.
Well, I guess I can't because she's saying it's not a dig at me, but I just seemed more excited in giving out first place. I was excited. I was fucking excited to give out first place to Justin Taylor. You know, it was pretty cool.
We're always excited.
I'm excited to give it out to anybody. You know what? Even if there's people racing that maybe we're not each other's cup of tea, that's fine. I will always be fair, and I will always hand out trophies with a smile because they earned it. You can think whatever you want about me.
We've been working for this months before this event. This is a year-round thing. Some events just happen and then they're over. But you watch the media from this event year-round, and you're going to again this year. You know, the love to hate is pretty crazy sometimes.
I'm over it.
Good.
I'm over it.
Good. But anyway, we've been working months for this, and we put in a crazy weekend. I wish I could have visited with a lot more people. There's so many people that I would have liked to visit with and hang with, but we did our damnedest to make this event go off and make it all go off for you guys. So one guy, my buddy, I never even bumped into him. He says, you know, it's not easy putting on these events. He knows from the inside out because we're tight. And thanks for saying that, man. And emotions do run wild. Thanks for the props.
We can go back again to the sportsmanship is not coming after someone who is next to the officials. So I'm going to go over this one more time. It was laid out in the driver's meeting.
Yeah, only a couple hours earlier it was said.
You needed to have, there was a comment about the ball being the edge of the course. That was not the edge of the course. That whole area was down there for the crew that works. There was one team out of the, I believe there were 4 runs because Chad Hansen co-dogged twice, Jen, Brett Harrell, and there was one other person that was out. Okay, so yeah, those guys are all fully suited the whole time. So it's just, we can split hairs about it, but it was what was said.
It's really simple. Who hangs out with comms with a competitor's shirt on in the hot pits? Mm-hmm. Who does that? Oh, a co-dog does that. I mean, you were doing co-dog things straight up and then stopped doing co-dog things. Well, that's not how it works. If you want to do co-dog things part of the time, you got to wear a suit the whole time.
Well, and the thing is, we just talked about it. This is event number 1, and we just talked about it a couple hours earlier. So I said black and white. A lot of people held my feet to the fire on this, which I'm happy that they did. That's fine. I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but it didn't, and it's very clear. It's in the rules. We talked about it. It's written, and it was blatant, and it's just too bad. So let's all learn from this. We don't got to be mean about it, you guys. Jeez. So for those of you that are never coming back, make sure you get 20 cents off per gallon at the Sturgeon station on your way out, up to 20 gallons.
And 10% in the store.
And I look forward to seeing everybody next time, especially those of you that were never coming back. So, what else do we have?
Did we talk about the Mountain Man runs? We did not talk about the Mountain Man runs. I'm glad that we can go.
We're just on pace. It was 50% positive, handle some business. Now we're gonna finish off positive. It's perfect, just like we planned.
There's no hard feelings on this side at all either. So I hope that it can, well, everybody can feel however they want to feel, but there's no hard feelings on this side. But
It just is what it is. Let's get back
I'm
to
defending my decision.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're not going to be shit talked by people. That's ridiculous. Especially people who we should be working with and locally support, right? You can talk to us normal. We can have a normal, good conversation. I have a lot of racers that we do that with, but this is pretty low to throw down like that, and that's totally fine.
This one here.
Oh,
I don't
Cooper.
know.
Jay Cooper. Well, you gotta wait and find out. We'll let you know when it's time, right, buddy?
Okay, so let's talk about the Mountain Man here.
That's that Sturgeon Station Mountain Man. Also, Kootenai River Inn, they throw down those the room deals. They got all kinds of room deals for us. You get discounts at the inn. You get discounts at the Sturgeon Station. And they're great partners of ours, and we're very happy to be involved with them and the tribe.
So it looks like Justin Taylor obviously laid down the fastest time at 8:55.75, and then Brian Whittier kind of redeemed himself because he had a blah run in the rocks, and they will tell you that themselves, that it was a blah rock in the runs. I think he was, anyways, it doesn't matter. And he came back and got second. And then Mike and Hunter, they were like, Hunter was hot on his dad's heels. He did a great job racing this weekend. I love the old change order buggy, which is the chaos buggy now, out there doing work. So yeah, Hunter's after his dad, because I think
About 20 seconds.
also actually he was placed right behind his dad in the rock course as well. And in the Havoc cross, well, let's see here. He had a little issue in that corner, and then so in two courses, he was right on his dad's heels there. So awesome.
Gonna give a shout out to North Idaho Safety. Thanks for coming up and hanging with us. Also, No Worries Manufacturing. Also, Athol Iron Works had a great display, and they were doing the metal work in the building. That was awesome. My man Jesse Young brought that chassis up and some of his stuff. Great craftsmanship, awesome rigs. Thank you for putting them on display. Check out Jesse Young if you want a nice rock bouncer chassis.
Jared, they have the best shave ice, I'm telling you.
I've got a new T-shirt right here. I do it for the shaved ice. CJ Nuts.
The other run there too, right behind Mike and Hunter, were Gray and Van. This is Van's first Havoc. He is out there killing it as well. And he was, I don't know, I don't math. I've moved on from that in my life, but what's the
about half a second there.
Yeah, so Gray was 10:39.22 and Van was 10:39.75. So that's pretty cool. And Van also did really well in the rock course.
And Van was on a tear in the Mountain Man.
He was on a
He got hung
tear.
up, but if he wouldn't have got hung up, he would have been up there with the big boys, I think.
He did. Good job, Van. You did good.
Yeah, you did great, man. Good show. Kept your head. Took some good risks that panned out, and you did a great job. My man Andrew York, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Missed you this year. Don't make it 2 years in a row that you miss Havoc. We'll see you there next year.
If you want to know who I really vote for, if I really am going to be honest, it's always the kids that are like coming up and going to continue this sport, like Van and Hunter.
Yeah, we're on another generation now.
all that
In
stuff
some
is
instances,
cool.
we got like grandpa, dad, and then grandson either helping out, racing, or part of this. So 3 generations, and we're very proud of that.
Yeah, Nolan, what was your time, dude? Oh, yep, you should have stopped for shaved ice. You would have had plenty
Wait,
of
I
time.
thought you did
He did.
stop for
He
shaved
did.
ice.
You did.
Just kidding.
That would explain it.
Just kidding.
Did you get some of that tiger's blood? Anyways, moving on.
Almost
Here.
a quarter of the field is under 25.
And you know,
There's like,
So only 9 people finished the Mountain Man. There was concern about the time, the 14 minutes, which, I mean, I know when we foot walk that whole course, it's like, this is gonna take forever, because it does take forever when we watch it or walk it, I'm sorry, but Jason Rader was the first one to finish, wasn't he? The
Yes.
Mountain Man?
Mhm.
He did awesome, and then he just put the challenge out there to everybody else.
Raider was ripping this weekend.
Heck yeah.
Yemens just says, just here to say thanks for a great weekend. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, because we really had a good time. We sucked at driving, but enjoyed seeing everyone. Man, if you had a good time, then you won. We want to do fun stuff and cool shit with our friends, and mission accomplished for Yemens. Loved having you back. Love the new machine, and I hope this is. I hope you're back in the game with racing with us now, because I know there's a lot of other guys that want to race against you, and let's keep it going, man. You put on a great show.
So for first Havoc, Van got 6th place and Hunter got 7th. That was a top 10 finish for them for their first Havocs. I think this is Martin's first Havoc, so way to go on 3rd place, because he couldn't come last year, right? I think he was qualified last year. Gray and Brian. Van was new at Havoc, so Nolan, he's been there, he's an old hat. Devin, Jason Rader. Yeah, so the top 10, there were 3 new people that did really well. I love looking at all that stuff, just seeing everybody did an awesome job.
It's
It
tough
really
courses, tough weather, tough courses. That's why we run it. So
Yep, everybody did good. Logan, this was his first Havoc.
right.
Who else do we have here that was first Havoc? Cameron Witt, this was his first Havoc. I'm so glad you came and competed, because I know you were not sure there for a minute, and I'm glad you just...
Cameron
Cameron Witt, yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a blast with him, and yeah, he went for a wild ride on the Havoc Cross course, but was okay, and banged him up a little bit, but he stuck it out and kept racing, and I know he had a great time, and I think that from what I hear, is he's inspired to step it up a notch now. So looking forward to having you back.
Yeah, and if I missed anybody else whose first Havoc it was, I don't think I did, but yeah, good job, you guys. It was a good weekend.
Right on.
Makes my heart happy.
So we're whooped. We're still cleaning up the ranch, and it was an amazing event. There's always action. There's always a little drama, and you know we love it. That's why we keep doing it. This was Havoc number 11.
I don't love the drama.
No, I know. I don't love the drama either. But we try to handle it as best we can, and
We checked in with
we
Cameron
made
a
it.
lot.
We survived Havoc.
We checked in with Cameron a lot. His wife is what kept me updated, and I told them unless they needed to make sure they were okay. Gerald Aldis, I checked in with him, and there was one other. Oh, and then Hunter was fine as well. Don't be too overly happy, Brooke. It's just my face. I'm sorry.
Who said that? Oh, big scope.
Yeah. So, yeah. I've
We're
gone
about
over
this.
all of it. Our next events
Move
are
back
going to
down.
be in September.
Yeah, we got September, the end
Rampage.
of summer throwdown, Rampage Championship, Havoc qualifier. That's going to be a fun event. Love that event. We switched up our schedule a little bit. That's single vehicle on course. Used to be heads up racing. We try to do that in the springtime now.
No more fall heads up racing.
Yeah, it's just we try to do the best we can with dust and weather and everything else.
Although
So
we've had dust since deep freeze, so
yeah, we
it's
have
gonna, the
dust and deep
cycle's
freeze
gonna
this year.
happen, and then we're just
So,
gonna be like, oh.
This is what it is. Everybody had a good time. The crowd ate dust and loved it. I got a lot of great compliments. A lot of people are just super stoked. A lot of first timers that are stoked and bringing people back next time. Couple other little facts here.
Yeah, the Fun Havers, let's see, the America Fun Haver was Justin Taylor. The Canada Fun Haver.
It's Josh Hall.
My man Josh Hall, yeah.
And then
most fun had. We all know who had the most fun. CJ.
CJ Nuts had the most fun. Usually does. Great guy. Let's see. So we had, of the Mountain Man, we had 9 finishers, 8 DNFs, and 4 DNSs.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I mean, I can't remember last year on the hill climbs. I don't even know how many DNFs we had. There was a lot. This time it went smooth.
All right, I think we kind of nailed this. Good live feed?
Yeah, it's, I think the most views, I don't know about the most comments, but the most, 70 people watching right now.
Right on. Well, thanks for checking it out. We hope you guys love that family-friendly vehicular violence. We love trying to provide it for you. Big shout out to all the drivers that put on the amazing show that they do.
Can't do it without you.
That's right.
There was a question earlier, which is a question that gets asked from time to time. Is the Predator ever going to race again?
I hope so. You know, I want to race for fun, and I want to do fun stuff with my friends. And when I'm not putting on an event and I can do that, I'd love to. I am still actually working out some of the bugs on it, and I got to keep some of these other race trucks working. I work every single day, and I try to enjoy myself too. But for me, I love the project. I also love racing. That's a tough one, and I'm trying to get there, you guys. But if I'm not having fun or feeling it, I pull back and I hold off, and I try to put on the best events for you guys. But I do want to, and for me, last or better. I just want to have a good time, push myself. I don't plan on being super competitive in anything really anymore. I just want to have fun, whether it's snowboarding or ripping on my truck or whatever. But I will try to do well. So
what'd you say, last or better?
Last or better is what I shoot for. It's goals, you know, my goals.
Well, it's like if you don't have the chance to win and you put your rig on the trailer, how many people would compete on the next day? Not very many people.
True.
You're going to give up when you're 19th on the Havoc Hills? No, you keep going.
Keep going,
right?
Yeah.
Last or better, I love that.
Last or better is what I've always said, and I really want to get back and race with you guys. But right now, my goal is to put on the best events I can for you.
Thanks, Jason. We appreciate that. It was sure great to have you back and your co-dog back to race. It was that was awesome.
And you guys I got to hang with, I wish I could have hung with a lot more people, but the people I did hang with, I had a great time. Thank you very much for making this great.
Does Raider have a name for that little slide?
When I'm on the mic, I just say he drifts around corners because that thing, it drifts like no other.
He said actually it increases the wheelbase when he does that.
There's some funny comments. Oh man. Yeah, we should.
We've got some artists around.
And we will, so. But really, all in all, love you guys, love what we're doing in this sport, and hope to do it again with you guys real soon. So keep in touch, watch for this media coming out. We have a lot of good things in the works. We're always working on this. Like I was saying earlier, it's not just an event that comes and goes. This is a year-round thing, and we do about 8 events a year as well on site. So keep following Mountain Mafia. Check out what we got. Are we good, you guys? All right. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And
what was that? I was probably sleeping.
I don't know. Until next time, we'll see you in the ditch.